The housing set is the most visible part of your cordless drill, and it serves several functions. The housings secure the motor, brush card, gearbox, and clutch assemblies. The central part of the housing forms the drill's handle and secures the switch. The lower portion of the housing is where the battery mounts and locks into place. The housing set is usually replaced due to damage caused by accidentally dropping the drill. Overheating the motor or switch will also cause damage to the housing by melting portions of it.
Hi, I'm Mark Socha.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by removing the battery. Now remove the rear cover. It's secured with 2 screws. Now I'll split the 2 housings. Now I want to go ahead and remove the internal components of the drill from the other half of the housing. If you're careful when you do this, you can keep everything together. It'll save you a lot of time for reassembly. So I'll go ahead and pull the heat sink up away from the motor, release the terminal block, this clip that goes to the LED on the front of the drill, and then I'll pull the gear assembly, the motor, and the brush card as one unit. There are a few more minor parts we need to pull away from the housing so we can transfer them to the new housing. That would be the leaf spring, the change lever, and the belt clip. Here I have our new housing set. Go ahead and split it apart, and I'll start reassembly by reinstalling the belt clip. Now in the front portion of the housing where the motor mounts, I'll go ahead and install the leaf spring. Now I'll install the drill's internal parts into the new housing. Again, I'll be careful here and take my time to keep all of this together. I'll concentrate on the motor and gearbox first. There's a notch on the back side of the field that'll engage against a tab on the housing. You'll kind of feel it click into place. There it went. Make sure the brush holder lines up. I'll go ahead and slide the LED light into the housings, like that. Start tucking in wires. Here I'll tuck the clip for the LED light connection in, and I'll start to work the switch down into place. Before I set the switch into place, I'll go ahead and replace the change lever. You want to make sure that you line up this tab with the post on the switch. Like that. Tucking in the wires for the LED light and the brush card. We'll go ahead and take care of the heat sink now. It has a slot in the housing it slides into. And I just want to make sure that I keep its wires on this side of this plastic post. There it goes. Now the terminal block, slide it into the housing, and make sure the switch wires are routed right up through the middle of the housing. And that looks good. I'll make one last check of the wiring, make sure everything is out of the way of the housings, nothing's going to get pinched. Once everything looks good, I'll place the other half of the housing on and secure it with the screws. Because this is a new housing and these screws haven't been tapped into the plastic, I'm going to start each one with a handheld screwdriver, and then I'll finish it up with my impact thread. And again, because we're cutting new threads with each screw, it can be kind of hard to tell with the impact driver if the screw actually seated or not. So I'm going to give it just one last check with the handheld screwdriver. Now I'll replace the rear cover and secure it with the 2 screws. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up.
And leave a comment.